Next up is Szechuan Saturator from Coda Labs. In this video, I'm looking at 11 of the best free saturation plugins available, and I'm going to be doing audio tests of each of the free saturation plugins. I'm Zane, welcome to Audio Tech TV, where it's my goal to help you conquer the tech so you can unleash your creative beast. And links to all of the plugins mentioned in this video are down in the description, but right now let's jump in. And first up on the list is Burier from Kit Plugins. This is a fairly straightforward saturation plugin. You have high cut and low cut controls, the bury control for the saturation, a dry mix knob, and output. Plus you have this link switch, which automatically compensates the output gain for the added gain from the plugin. Kit Technology Burier is a 64-bit plugin available on Mac and Windows. The next free saturation plugin is Tube Amp from Voxengo. This plugin simulates the sound of a single tube mic preamp. It can go from mild warmth to wild fuzz distortion. It also has a low pass filter that's supposed to emulate the sound of a lower quality tube, and you can get the Voxengo Tube Amp on Mac and Windows. Next on the list is FreeAMP from Klevgr. This is an easy to use plugin with just 3 knobs, but it has all the algorithms from their ReAMP plugin. It gives you the sound of tape and tube saturation at the same time. It's very versatile and can be used on pretty much anything, from single tracks to your entire mix. Klevgr FreeAMP is available on Mac and Windows. Up next is BPB Saturator from Bedroom Producer's Blog. This is another very easy to use plugin, and I find myself adding this one all the time just because of how quick and easy it is to dial in a great sound. You can use it to warm up a synth sound, vocals, drums, or even throw it on your entire mix if you want. You can get BPB Saturation on Mac and Windows. Alright, before I get to the next plugin on the list, I just want to ask if you're enjoying this video so far, getting some value out of it, can you please give it a thumbs up? It really helps my channel out and I appreciate it so much. Now, the next free saturation plugin on the list is PreFET from Accentize. This one imitates the transistor preamp stage of a 70s tabletop cassette recorder. You can use PreFET to add subtle analog saturation or really heat things up with a heavier overdrive. Accentize PreFET is available on Mac and Windows. Next up is Diablo Lite from Cymatics. Diablo Lite is pretty much designed for the specific purpose of adding life to drums and 808 kits, but you can try it on other sources as well. The user interface is very nice, it's simple to use, and when used on 808 kicks, it really gives them some thump. It takes something dull and makes it better. Plain and simple. Cymatics Diablo Lite is available on Mac and Windows. Up next on the list is Saturation Knob from Softube. This is another one that I use quite a bit. You have the big saturation knob and then a switch to select the saturation type. Keep high will keep the highs relatively intact, but saturate more of the lower end, whereas keep low keeps the low end intact while saturating the highs. And if you leave it at neutral, it's going to saturate it all. You can get Softube Saturation Knob on Windows and Mac. Next on the list is Signal Noise SN06 OpAmp from Senderspike. This one is very straightforward and can be used pretty much anywhere, even on your mix bus if you wanted. The SN06 is an OpAmp model based on the drive section found in modular synthesizers and stomp boxes. You have a drive and volume knob along with an input trim and an LED meter. Straightforward but very useful. At the moment, you can get the SN06 OpAmp on Windows only. Up next is Tape Cassette 2 from Caelum Audio. This plugin adds the character, noise, and warmth of a cassette tape. You can adjust it to give just a little of the cassette character, or a lot. And the wow and flutter settings can really adjust the quality of the cassette and tape player. Use it on your entire mix or on individual tracks to give your projects that vintage cassette tape sound. You can get this one on Windows and Mac. Next up is Szechuan Saturator from Coda Labs. This one's based on McDonald's Szechuan sauce. Well, joking, but the naming is. It has a nice user interface with simple, straightforward controls. In addition to the saturation, it can also add modulation, which can really make a dull sound new and exciting. Put this on a dull pad or on a bass and listen to it transform your sound. Coda Labs Szechuan Saturator is available on Mac and Windows. The next free saturation plugin is IVGI from Klanghelm. IVGI can deliver very soft and subtle saturation, and this can work great on your master bus, and it's also capable of delivering dense and dirty distortion effects to single tracks as well. IVGI saturation is available on Windows and Mac. Now, if you want to check out some of the best free reverb plugins, click up here, or click down here to see what YouTube recommends. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching. For Audio Tech TV, I'm Zane. Keep creating, and we'll talk soon.